Hello guys, hope you all are well. So today in this video, we are going to explain the toolbar and its implementation. So before going further, kindly subscribe to UNT channel. We have been connected with the Tableau so as to show you the implementation of toolbar. For this implementation, we are using the dataset name as Global Superstore Data. The link of this data is mentioned in the description below. For implementing toolbar, we are using a small visualization where we'll be using category and we'll be keeping it in columns. We also use sales and we'll be keeping it in rows. And we are getting a bar chart from it. We need to sort this bar chart in descending order, and further we'll be coloring it with category and we'll be labeling it with category and some sales. So we'll be getting this type of a visualization. We are widening this visualization. Now we'll be starting the toolbar implementation steps. The first feature we have on the toolbar is Tableau sign. While clicking on this sign, we'll be going back to the start page. And we can see that this is a start page from where we connect the data. Now for going back again, we have to click again on this Tableau sign and we'll be going back to the visualization panel. Next we have the undo button. By clicking on this button, we reach to the previous executed statements or views. Further, we have the redo button, and this is used to move the feature to the next view or to the latest view that we have just created. Then we have the floppy sign, and by clicking on it, we get a window to save worksheet on local storage, either in .twb or .twbx file, where .tw in Tableau is a Tableau workbook and doesn't have any data in it. While connecting with it, we'll be giving data at that point of time. And .twbx is a Tableau workbook and is a packaged workbook which contains data in it, and it is also taking more size over to the disk. Next button we have is to add a new data source. While clicking over it, we'll be getting back to the connect panel, and while using this connect panel, we can either connect to any server or to any of the sheet further to connect with a new data source. And further, new data source will be connected in Tableau interface, and we can show it like this. After new data source, we have the update sheet and update filter button. If the connection we are using was a live connection, so by default it is auto update for worksheet and filter also. But if we want to use it manually also, then we can click over it and it will be chosen manually. And then we can see the next button will be unfaded now. And this button is used to update the values whenever we want to require it. So we have to click over it and the fields and the value, the filters will be getting updated. Then in the next block of toolbar, we have the buttons to work on the sheet for visualization panel, where first button we use to create a new worksheet or new dashboard or a story. So while clicking on new worksheet, a new worksheet will be opened. Similarly, if we'll be clicking on new dashboard, a dashboard panel will be opened. And if we are clicking on new story, then a new story point will be generated. The second button on this block is duplicate button, which is used to duplicate this full visualization into a different sheet. So while clicking on it, we can see a new sheet will be created and will be having the same mark as present in the previous sheet. The name of the new sheet will be toolbar implementation 2. So it will be a duplicate sheet. And a third button we have is used to empty the sheet, and you can see there's a small icon of cross which represent that we want to remove or clear the sheet. We can clear the sheet in various manners. We can clear the context, we can clear the filters, access ranges and worksheet formatting. We can clear the sorting also. We can also clear the manual sizing that we have just done, and we can also clear the full sheet. By clicking on this, our full sheet will be getting cleared off. Then the next portion of toolbar is to visualize data in a better way. And here first we have swapping rows to column and column to rows data. So while clicking on this, the visualization would be converting from its rows to column and columns to rows. And similarly, clicking over it again, then it comes back from column to rows and rows to column. Then the second button we have is used for converting the data in ascending order, and third to convert the data in descending order. So while clicking on these buttons, our data can be sorted according to the requirement. The next button is a highlighter button. We'll be creating a different video for showing you the highlighters and sorting, that whenever they are required and what are the various ways through which we can create these sorting and highlighting options. So after highlighter, we have the next button is a group button. We can create the groups in many ways, and similarly we can create the group using toolbar button also. So for creating the group here, you can see by default it is faded, but if we'll be selecting any mark on the visualization, then it is highlighted. So if I'm selecting 2 marks and then I will be clicking over it, these 2 marks will be grouped together in the form of color or in the form of shape or size. Then we have the next one is a label button. So this is used for hiding or showing the labels. So because marks and the labels are already being shown, so while clicking over it, it will be hiding the marks, and by again clicking over it, it will be showing the marks. Then the next one is fix axis. By clicking over this fix axis button, our axis will be getting fixed. By double clicking on it, you can see that the axis is fixed where it is starting from 0 value and ending with this amount of value. And similarly, if we'll be removing this axis and then we are double clicking over it, we can see that by default it is automatic in nature. After axis, we have the fit button, which will be used to show the visualization fit on the full screen. So we can fit it in among the 4 different methods, either in a standard method, which is by default, or in a fit width method. We can also fit it via height also, and we can fit it via entire view on the screen also. Then we have the next block, and in the next block we have show hide card button. While clicking on this, we can show various cards on the interface, and while untick these buttons, our cards that are being showing on the interface will be removed from it. So if we want to show highlighters, then we have to go to the highlighter option and choose category. Then the new card will be shown for a highlighter. And similarly, if we are going back over it and we are unticking the filter shelf, then the shelf of filter will be removed from here. And if I'll be going back over it and again clicking on the filter shelf and ticking it the mark, then the shelf will be coming back. Further, after show hide cards, then we have the next one is presentation mode. Many times we want to show our visualization in a presentation and we want to show it in a full screen. So we have to click over this button at that point of time, and while clicking over this button, our screen will be converted to full screen mode. For coming back, we need to click on escape button. And at last we have the share button. While clicking on the share button, our Tableau worksheet will be shared with other people, but for that we must need a Tableau public account, so that the sheet that we have created just now will be uploaded on a Tableau public, from where we can share the link of Tableau public to various people and can be shared over a big community. So this was about Tableau toolbar implementation. Very soon we are coming with a video on the Tableau menu bar implementation also. So kindly connected with us till the further videos. Be safe, take care, and thank you.